Hey, come catch this wave with the Fixx squad. The Fixx is in. I'm Mr. Soul, I'm tuning in. What you doing?
Stand up. James left, but the king still reigns here. No tears, no love lost, no rain here. Delivers, I promise, Santa rain here. Love for the city still resides here. Fix for your ailment, faith that resides outside the lines. Detox your mind, cause it matters. Art outside the box, we pace better. The Fixx is in, and we rock a channel. We rock with them for what's deep within. Expose those who talk but don't live. Expose those who talk but don't live. Take offense. Judge by the fruit from the tree. But if the fruit tastes like...
Welcome back, DJ Focus, Dice Gamble. You tap back into the Fixx, your source of faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry, right here on Siriusxm, channel 154. Stop playing. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for our spiritual detox. And when I tell you, oh, my goodness, y'all in for one a day. We've been waiting on this one. This thing hot off the grit. I mean, I just think of some shrimp and grits. I just think of some peach cobbler. This thing, so gumbo. Like, yeah, because Louisiana in the building. So, you know, you gotta talk about that comfort food, that comfort food. You know what I'm saying? So I've been waiting for this. She's been doing so many powerful things. She got new music out that just dropped, and I'm telling you, it's a certified banger. But we got to catch up on everything in a short period of time. So without further ado, the super talented Koryn Hawthorne is joining us. What's up, sis?
I'm so excited. Hey, we here talking about Louisiana. I'm throwing up the L's like, yeah, we in here.
Yeah. We in here. We appreciate you this morning, sis. We got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about this Praise This movie. Let's be very clear. You acted your butt off on that thing. I told my wife, I said, I feel like Koryn used to bully on girls in high school. Like she looked like that one, like, say something.
Well, yo, that means I did a job though. People are like, Koryn, that role was made for you. And I'm kind of like, well, what you mean?
What you trying to say?
But that means I did a job. I'm very happy. I really wanted to play that part. I actually auditioned for a few different roles in the movie, but it was something about Fallon. And I was like, nah, dog, I gotta be the mean girl. Everybody really love a mean girl in a movie. Don't lie. Y'all secretly be loving a mean girl. So I was really excited to be able to play that part. It was, something new for me, out of my comfort zone. But I'm excited. I'm an actress now. We in there. Okay.
I'm an actress now. I love it. No, it was a great movie. You killed the role. Absolutely. We got to talk about the music because I know we're on a little short time frame. Listen, the song, your new song. Give us a little background about this song.
Cry. Yes. So Cry is... Ooh, y'all. So this song has an iconic sample in it. It initially comes from Joe Sample, who is a legend, but everybody knows the sample from, of course, Dear Mama from Tupac. So shout out to Jay White did it, who is a legendary producer. He got all the Grammys, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. He's done it all. He is the person that made the beat and came up with the idea. And honestly, I just feel like when you first hear it, it just resonates with you. You get in touch with just that emotion. Some of us think about our mom. Some of us think of just struggles within our lives. So when we were writing it, I think that there was no way that we can like touch that sample without embodying the emotion behind it. But with this record, we just made it more inclusive to everyone because people are dealing with stuff in their everyday lives. I don't care if it's mental issues. I don't care if it's financial issues. I don't care if it's dealing with a loss. If it's just your purpose in life, people don't know which way to go. People are really dealing with real stuff. So we touched on all of that in the song. I leaked it on TikTok. My label was mad. And when I leaked it on TikTok, it went viral. It blew up, which just was a testament that like, okay, yeah, this is real. People really need this right now because they're going through stuff. And it offers hope. It offers healing. So yeah, Cry. That's the backstory on Cry. We dropped it because the people were begging for it after I leaked it. I need to stop.
Yeah. Listen,
She said she leaked it, folks.
No, I'm glad she leaked it because it's a certified banger. It's in rotation with us. Listen, for the next 6 months, don't even worry about that. That thing is ridiculous. It's one thing I love about you, Koryn. You've never like been stuck in this box. Speak to that a little bit because I feel like you have your own individual sound.
Sure.
Like you could say, okay, she sounds a little bit like that, but she still has her own thing. Speak to you being who you are.
For sure. I think like that just comes from like growing up. Like I've always saying I used to do competitions, and in my competitions there were like every genre from pop to rock, R&B, like gospel. And I was in every single last one of them. My mom, it would drive her crazy, but I honestly just feel like that really kind of influenced me to be the type of artist that I am, that I never want to just be streamlined or just one way, because I can do so many different things. It's just in me. It's been that way since I was a kid. So I never have allowed anybody to put me in a box. You're going to get some of this church, you're going to get some of this R&B, you might get a little bit of country, you never know. So I'm very grateful that you recognize that, because sometimes I don't know if people see it or they can feel it, but I'm happy that y'all feel that you like, nah, you not. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's needed too, though. Dice. Me and Dice, we talk about it all the time. How much is needed?
Yeah.
All the time. All the time. We have to stretch, and we need to be in every genre. Period.
Yeah. Period.
So, who came up with this idea for cry? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, in Black and brown neighborhoods, it's not okay to cry. You would get punched in the chest for crying. Like you can get a whooping and you better not cry. Like it's this. So for me, I'm like, what is that I was sitting here, I was like, nah, I gotta ask the question. I don't know if it was the producer, the writer, so like I don't know what happened, but you could have chose any topic. I'll be real with you, because that song evokes emotion. But the tear part, like, has God shown you something about that type of release? Like you know what I'm saying? Like before the song versus after the song?
Honestly, I really think that, like, from Jay White and Sick Pen, who is an amazing, he co-writes with me on all of my records. I think us bringing in all of our experiences. So like Jay White, who was raised by his grandmother, his mom dealt with addiction. Sick Pen, who had a really hard life growing up. Just the, stories that we can all resonate with. Me, my mom, who is currently just struggling with health sickness, like, problems. And I think that all collectively, that's just what came out, like, in the moment, was just like, you know what? It's okay to cry. And the scripture that we keep referencing is, weeping may endure for a night, but joy in the morning. But before you get to that joy, you gotta weep. And it's okay to let that out. And I think that the issue is because in the Black community, it was really important for me, because the start of the song is, I know how it feels. But initially the line was, girl, I know how it feels. So I went and said, you know what? We're not doing that. Take the girl out. We're not going to make it gender based, because men need to know that it is okay for them to cry too. So I think that that was very intentional, because we need to stop that narrative of like releasing is a problem or it's a sign of weakness. But you know what? The Bible also says that God's strength is made perfect in weakness. So I think it's just about knowing when and where. There's a time for everything, for you to be able to be vulnerable and let those things out. Y'all can't tell me it is not healthy to bottle up all them doggone emotions. It ain't healthy. You feel that. You feel the weight of all of that. And like I said, people are dealing with real life issues. I think it's a sign of release. I think God created crying for a reason. And if we didn't need it, he wouldn't have gave it to us. He's a very intentional and purposeful God. So that was kind of like the idea behind it. I think it just came out. Like, we all were kind of like, yeah, that's the line there. This is what the message is for this song. And I mean, like I said, people been saying they've been crying ever since they heard it. So,
Y'all killed that.
thank you.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
love it too
sharing
as
that.
well. We definitely praying. Yeah, Sharon, and also sharing your mom. We definitely praying for your
Yes,
mom speedy recovery with her health.
keep my baby in y'all prayers. She's getting there.
That's good. I'm curious to know. You speak so much about everything, not only from your personal life, but also just the church community. But what do you do for your mental health? Like, how do you keep your mental health intact? You're an entrepreneur. You're super talented artist. You an actress. You do it all.
This is why
I know you probably got your fashion line coming soon too as well. I know you probably got drip dropping
those
soon.
things as though they were. Okay. Honestly, I be stressed out. I ain't gonna lie. This is why I gotta stay close to God, man. This is why I have to keep him closer than anything else. He's the only thing that can keep me stable. He is the only thing that can keep me sane. Outside of that, my family, my mom, surrounding myself with real people who have been there for me from the beginning, that can, I can trust with the things that I'm going through, and trust that they're coming from a genuine place. But really it's just God and my family. And it still gets hard sometimes, but ultimately just keeping that mindset, being able to know when I can be vulnerable and release. Cause y'all, let me tell y'all, when I tell you I'm a real, okay, I'm gangster for real. Like
You already know.
I have
We know. We already know.
okay, well y'all know what's up.
There's certain artists people
You
know. Don't
know.
walk up on her because you're gonna get what you want.
Right. Please don't.
For real. So like
Please
I
don't.
even have to like coach myself, like, yo, like it's okay. Be vulnerable in this moment. And honestly, whenever I be crying, y'all, I feel better afterwards. Like it's a thing. So I don't know. I just think keeping God at the center of everything and allowing him to lead and guide your life, there's nothing that can go wrong in that. Even when it's stressful, even when my mental health is taking a toll, I think that it's like you remember, like, well, God, you wouldn't have given me these things if I couldn't handle it, you know? And that just kind of immediately brings me strength. And I'm like, okay, he created me for this, so I must be able to handle it. And that's kind of how I deal with it.
That's good. So are you teasing this banger is off the chain. So are we expecting an album before the year drop? I mean, a whole EP or something, a mixtape or something. Like what you gonna give
Whole
us?
project, whole album. Okay.
I've been working.
Okay.
I've been working. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I got some bangers. Like I'm not even gonna lie about it. I can't even lie. Like it's hard. Jay White did it, produced my whole situation.
Wow.
Working. So I'm excited for everybody to hear. I don't know when the next one gonna come, but it's coming.
What's been your favorite collaboration? Because you've done so many hot collaborations. What's been that one where you was like, wow?
Like with artists or like art?
Yeah, with artists. Yeah.
Huh.
And I do want to say one of my favorite collaborations you did was with Aaron Cole. I still feel like y'all should do a mixtape or something. Hey, that Down Like That, it's just something about it. It's a whole vibe. I love the video and everything. Like I feel like y'all should have did a mixtape. Y'all should do a little soft little faux little song EP or
We
something.
might have to get together and do some little Drake and 21 Savage. But honestly, it's a song that's unreleased yet. I did a record with Tamala Man. And that had my collab where I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. Because I've always been a fan, but then also to kind of hear us sing together was like, people aren't ready. So I'm excited for that one.
We are absolutely gonna be waiting. What would you have told yourself 10 years ago versus now?
Oh Lord, 10 years ago, I was 15 years old. I would have told myself, because at this point I was auditioning for American Idol and I didn't make it. I would probably tell myself, you trust what God said. Literally, be confident in who you are. Don't feel like you have to change. People are going to love you for who you are. Because I think at that time, I literally just kind of was like, people don't like me. When I'm going to these auditions and they're telling me no, I was taking it real personal. Like there's something about me that's not good enough. But that that God really placed everything in me that I needed, and it's going to happen. And I think that that's a big message for people in general, because sometimes we think that because doors are closing, we have to go and like change ourselves, but there's going to be somebody that's going to come and appreciate you for who you are. You won't have to change. You won't have to compromise. There's room to be made for you and what you have to offer and bring. So that's what I would have probably told myself. I probably would have been looking at myself like, what are you talking about? But
What are you talking about?
that's what I would have said.
Listen, last question. We're going to get you out of here. We always ask the super group question. If you could form a super group with two artists from any genre of music, dead or alive, what two artists you pick?
Oh my God. For myself, what are the What are the odds?
Oh, yeah.
2 artists for a super group? Yikes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna put 21 Savage in my super group.
Okay.
We need a little swing. We need a little gangster swing. Lord, who am I putting? I gotta put a singer up in there. Y'all, this is hard. Why would you make me do that?
Because we want to know. Like, I mean, everybody want to know. Like, come on, super group, let's go. If you had the opportunity to do it,
So
come on, 21 Savage.
21 Savage. I'm gonna do another male because I need to be the only woman in the group.
There we go.
Dang, man. Dang, that's hard. I don't know. Another person?
She said another guy.
Yeah.
Another guy. Who?
Another singing guy? Who be singing?
Or a producer. It don't matter.
Ooh,
You got a producer?
or a producer. So then Jay, that's my guy. He's my producer. So I'm gonna say me, Jay White did it. But now saying 21 Savage, that's a little weird. But that would be hard though. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that. That's lit. I love it. Like that.
Listen,
No,
Koryn,
that's a lit album.
that'd be a very lit album.
I ain't lying. That thing close.
And I ain't counting out that you might get a 21 Savage feature. I know you. Listen, I know you.
Me neither. Who knows, huh?
Right. Listen, we appreciate you, Koryn, rocking with us. What else you got coming up? You got anything else you want to shout out coming up?
Just the music, the new music, more music is coming. Thank you guys. Please go and stream and buy Cry, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you listen to music at. Cry is available and more is to come. Watch Praise This. It's on Peacock. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me.
And you better tell them about the Peach Cobbler Factory thing.
If you're in Louisiana, come to the Cobbler House because we have a location in Youngsville, Louisiana. If y'all ever in the area, y'all take that drive and come see us because I promise you won't disappoint. And we might be launching online soon, so be looking for that. And I gotta send you your cobbler in the mail. So,
Please do. I'm gonna make sure I get you all that info. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Listen, we appreciate you rocking with us this morning. Listen, introduce your new single, please.
Y'all, it's your girl Koryn Hawthorne, and you're about to listen to my new single, Cry.
Keep it locked. You tuned into The Fixx.
And The Fixx is in.